I like beer. I want beer.
So now we have Hantverksbira podcast at the big beer and whiskey festival in Gothenburg. And we have a brewery with this hard to pronounce name. But you have Alexander.
Yes.
That's the easy part. Brewery Stadshaven.
Correct. Stadshaven Brouwerij.
Brewery. Oh, okay.
In Dutch we say Stadshaven Brouwerij.
Yeah, Stadshaven Brouwerij. Yeah.
From
the Netherlands.
From the Netherlands, from Rotterdam.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And so we are the second largest independent craft beer brewery from the Netherlands.
Ah,
So
the
we have,
second largest.
Second largest, yeah.
Okay.
And so we have a capacity of 20,000 hectoliter.
It's quite a lot.
That
Yeah.
is for Dutch standards quite a lot as well.
Yeah, so that's for a Swedish craft brewery.
Yeah,
That's really.
And so we established. We're a fairly young company because fairly young brewery because we were only established 5 years ago. So it's been an interesting journey so far. But
And what actually sparked the start of the brewery? Then?
yeah, so Harm van Deurden is the initiator. He's the director of the company. He has already a few horeca outlets,
Yeah, okay.
and he's already into the beer business, and it's always been his dream to set up an independent craft beer brewery in Rotterdam. And so 5 years ago, he took the initiative and started off.
That was started from the scratch, or did they buy another brewery? Or?
No, it was literally started. It was built from scratch. So we are based in the port of Rotterdam, and it's a very interesting area because it's currently it used to be very much of a harbor place, but now it's being transformed into a new hip hotspot.
Interesting.
And so we're one of the first, one of the front runners that are having now this brewery in place.
But I mean, the port of Rotterdam must be enormous.
The port of Rotterdam is enormous, yeah. But this is a part of the port that is specifically dedicated for the storage of, let's say, small goods. Small industrial goods. So it's not the mess, but it's specifically the small goods. And so that's quite interesting. So we have an enormous space, 5,000 square meter. 4,000 square meters is the brewery, and then also we have a horeca restaurant, tap room attached to that, so people can have a bite, have a drink, have a brewery tour.
And always nice to come and visit the place where all the magic happens, so to say.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's great. Is it the first time? I know you've been in Sweden like last year as well with your triple, and now it was launched again recently, I think.
Yeah, correct. So we made a start in Sweden about 1.5 years ago, and so we won a tender for the triple. Interesting enough, in the Belgian triple category.
Yeah.
So, being a Dutch person, I don't think all the Belgian breweries are very happy about that. But
probably not.
So through blind tasting, our triple was picked out, selected, and ever since it's available at Systembolaget, and it's doing extremely well. So
yeah, but it's really. I would say it's really affordable as well.
Yeah.
For a beer and that quality, and also the ABV, because that's a lot of the money in Sweden. Tax on the ABV, so to say.
Correct. Yes.
And you pour it right now.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Did you pour it to yourself?
Not yet. So
unfortunately, you don't have this nice fair glass as I have, but you have plastic.
Yeah, it's a bit. All right. Skål. We say skål in Swedish. Proost in Dutch.
Proost. Really have the lovely taste. The smell of it, the aroma that I love so much.
So this is a triple with kumquat and mango. And the the reason we add fruit is that our location, we're actually based in the port of Rotterdam, as I explained. It's the most vitamin-rich area of Rotterdam because it used to be the largest fruit port of Europe.
The most vitamin.
Yes, yeah. I wouldn't sell it as a good for health, but like. So our location was also a former fruit storage place.
Ah, okay.
So for that reason, we wanted to do something with fruit, but not like a fruity beer, but rather focusing on the, let's say, well-known traditional beer styles, but then enrich it with some fruit.
Because I mean, if I should blind taste this one, I would not say it's infused with fruit at all.
Yeah.
Because it's only like it's like a fruity beer in an ordinary beer style as well, the triple, and it's only like subtle tones of fruit.
So what we do is we always try to combine a citrus fruit, because in those days, in the 70s, when it was the biggest, largest fruit port of Europe, citrus fruits were the most common fruit category that was traded in our area. And then combined with an exotic fruit. So we try to make interesting combinations that makes it tempting for consumers. Let's say, hey, I know a triple, but like with kumquat and mango, and then also a bit of chili pepper. How would that taste? So it's like we try to claim the beer plus fruit segment, which I think makes sense because of our location and the history of its location.
Yeah, definitely.
And we invite people to try something new, but without being too shocking.
Too extreme. But do you have like fruit in all your beers, more or less?
In all the beers we have fruit.
Yeah,
that's our concept. Let's say.
This is actually the only beer so far that I've had from you. Not today, but I had this one triple before when you had the Systembolaget.
Okay.
But I read it was fruit in it, but I could not actually pick the tones. That might be also the way you want it to be experienced. Only fruity, nice beer. The fruit should not be in the foreroom. It should be like in the background.
Correct. So the beer taste is definitely dominating, and you can figure out that there's something in it, some fruity, but like it's more in the aftertaste.
So. Will there come any more beers at Systembolaget, as you know for now, or is it?
We have now at this fair we're launching, let's say, 2 other references. That's our Octopus Blonde and the Limoncello Naipa, New England IPA, and those will be available at Systembolaget by the end of May, likely.
Yeah.
So, that's
interesting.
Yeah. So we're increasing the assortment.
And this one is in a can. And Belgian-style beer in cans started to approach more and more markets. I mean, we had Chimay White in cans recently in Sweden. Yeah. So, but how do you think with cans versus bottles? Because I saw you had bottles here as well.
We have both. Specifically for this tender, there was a request for cans. But to be honest, I think we see also now the tendency in the Netherlands, but also I think globally, that especially retail is very much moving towards cans.
Retail?
In the Netherlands, we see that, let's say, our leading supermarkets, I think it's majority of the packaging format is now in cans.
Okay.
And for Horeca, for the on-trade, it's a bit of a personal thing. I mean, if I'm going out and have a drink in a bar, I think a bottle is more, let's say, premium and nicer to drink from a bottle than a can. But like, even you see also a tendency in the Netherlands that now some on-trade outlets are also adding the can into the assortment.
And I mean, in Sweden, I just compared the Chimay White can versus bottle, and I mean the can is a bit cheaper as well. So maybe that can be an option for the restaurants to actually move to cans as well, because they can buy the beer a little bit cheaper, but they can sell it for the same price. So it might be an option.
Yeah, that might be an option.
But you also do like large bottles, 75 centiliter bottles.
Correct. Yeah.
I've seen on your social media.
Yes, correct. Yeah, and the 75 centiliter bottles is now available in the Piranha Tripel and the Octopus Blonde. So I think the Piranha Tripel is definitely given the success of the can at Systembolaget. I think the 75 centiliter is now that an SKU that we are also proposing, let's say, to buyers, and I think it would be a good add-on.
It's so great to have, like, have on the table, or like a giveaway when you go to friends and so on instead.
Absolutely.
Instead
to share with friends. In the same bottle.
It's always nice to have like a large bottle instead of two, three small ones. It's always nice. But do you think when you have it in bottles, it is like bottle conditioned then, or is it like already when you fill the bottles?
If it's
bottle conditioned.
It's so meaning that if we do we pasteurize our beers, and that's prior to the filling in bottles.
Okay.
So so there's after it's in the bottles, then we don't do anything. Then it's like finished product.
But you're here with the importer Amka at this festival.
Yeah.
And we actually met yesterday at the I would say the after party, but it was the before party more or less.
Launching party or like.
And you had like a tap takeover more or less at the
Bishop Arms
Plaza in Gothenburg.
Yeah.
So
it's a fantastic location.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And there we had the limoncello Naipa on the draft.
On draft as well. Cool.
So it was well received, and that was for us the kick-off, because now also the three references, the Octopus Blonde, Piranha Tripel, and limoncello Naipa, we're also now introducing it through Amka in the on-trade segment. So also it's available on draft.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Do you experience any like differences when you have a can bottle versus draft? On your personal notes?
In terms of personally, I like it from draft, especially if it's like fresh. That's let's say the best. But I think it's just complementing each other very much, and I think it's also on trade, off trade. It's reinforcing each other. So now you might have people that have seen the Piranha Tripel that may have bought it for consumption at home, and then they go to the pub. Hey, I see it now on the draft as well. I think it's reinforcing each other, especially if they have a good experience with the brand, the beer. Then it's nice that it's also available.
And I would say both your cans and bottles, and also of course the tap signs, they really pop. Because they are quite a fancy can art. It's a lot of pictures and information as well. So how are you thinking about this? It's quite modern for being like a classic style.
I think that's done on purpose. I mean, I think the designs really stand out, especially on the shelf. It really stands out, and it draws the attention to the consumers. So, for instance, you see the sea animals is a bit the theme of the beer. You see the Piranha Tripels. There's piranhas on the label, and the story behind is that. As I mentioned, we're based in Rotterdam, in the harbor. It's about adventure. So the story is that our fearless crew went to search for the fruit pieces, the fruit pieces that were traded in our area in those days, from the original destination. So meaning the kumquat is a fruit piece that comes from the Amazon, from Brazil.
Okay.
So along the way, along their travels, let's say the sea animals that they saw during their trips, we've translated them into the labels. And obviously, Piranha Tripel, the piranhas, they also live in the Amazon area. So that's why for each and every reference we have a story like that, and so we really simulate the routing of the fruit from its original destinations towards our, let's say, final destination, the harbor of Rotterdam.
I mean, to have like a good storytelling, it's always nice. It's always nice, and always nice to like be able to explain why it's the name and the art and so on. So it's always great.
No, I think it's also like it's nice. It's not only a beer, but it's put in a context, and
Exactly.
indeed, I mean, it's always nice that you can I think a beer brand there should be a story behind, and that's that's what makes it even more interesting. I think.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. How is the craft beer scene in the Netherlands? Is it like are they like friends, or I mean you are quite large,
Yep.
or is it like competing with each other,
No,
or how do you see
I
it?
think the scene is quite friendly, to be honest. I think there's a lot of craft beer breweries, micro breweries in the Netherlands. I think a few years ago it was 600, but now I think it's over 1,000 already. So it's a lot of increase, and we also see that the market is suffering a bit. The people are having hard times, and you see that some bigger breweries also kind of collapsing because there's just too many suppliers and too limited space to get it to sell out.
Someone needs to drink it.
Yeah, for sure. So there's a lot for consumers. It's good because there's a lot of choice. But only in Rotterdam, for example, there's about 14 breweries. I've just understood that in Keutenborg there's even 60 or even a lot more.
Yeah, 45.
Oh yeah, seriously.
50 or something like that.
Nah, in any case, in Rotterdam we're quite, of course, we're competing against each other, but we're also friendly. And for instance, we have a collaboration with all the Rotterdam breweries. We have been united all together in a kind of Rotterdam, Bierstad, so Rotterdam Beer City, I would say, and that's meant to promote Rotterdam as a beer brewing city, and as such, we try to promote that and also to organize activities, events, festivals together. So that's, I think, a good thing, to try to to unite and to work hand in hand and see how the broader objective is to put Rotterdam on the map as a beer brewing city and to promote that rather than the individual breweries as part of it. So,
but in the Netherlands, you have like a couple of the largest brewers in the world, more or less.
Yeah.
So how is the fight, so to say, between the smaller brewers and these giants?
Yeah, of course you have
worldwide giants.
The Heinekens, the InBevs, and the Floors. Those are the big guys, and you see that nowadays. I think being independent is also worth something because some of the smaller or some of the craft beer breweries have been taken over, for example, by a Heineken or by an InBev, and then you see that. Of course, for them it's good because suddenly they have access to a much more wider distribution network. But you see that they lose the independence, and that's also not always appreciated by, let's say, the Horeca outlets. And so there's sometimes a bit of struggle here and there, but overall I think also we are part of the Dutch Brewer Association, and including also the bigger guys, and so also we work hand in hand with them. So
So but in Sweden we have different organizations. We have one with the larger ones, and then we have with the small independent brewers, so to say. So
same in the Netherlands as well. So we have craft. It's called craft. That's more or less the independent craft beer brewers, and then the larger one is the Dutch, let's say, beer association.
But you have grown quite a lot on the first 5 years. And is it possible to keep that curve?
Despite
to continue growing?
despite the difficulties in the current challenges in the Dutch the Dutch beer market this year, let's say over the last 12 months has been declining for specialty beer. But despite that, we managed to, so far every year, well, we're starting from scratch, but every year we've managed to grow. And last year we even had a 20% increase in terms of volumes. And so I think that's quite positive. And right now in the Netherlands we have a good distribution network, so we're covering both the off trade. So we listed in the major Dutch retailers like the Albert Heijn or the Jumbo, We have about 700 horeca. Is horeca the
Horeca
Swedish?
is the Swedish
yeah.
restaurants and pubs
Yeah,
and
yeah.
bars.
So indeed, yeah. So the horeca, we have about 700 outlets where we have our beers now available. And interesting enough, also the international journey started a few years ago, and now we have presence in 15 countries.
15 countries.
More or less. So that's
Cool.
Well, that's growing quite.
So then you need to travel quite a lot.
Quite a bit, yeah. So that's the fun part
That's
about
the fun
job
part of it, yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you evolve or decide what to brew next?
Yeah, it's always so we have a core assortment. We have a core assortment of about 10 beers now. So I think we're covering, let's say, the blonde, the white, the IPA, triple, the major, let's say, also commercial interesting beer styles. And then we tend to have 4 specials per year. That's more seasonal related. So it's always a combination about. I'm the sales marketing director, so it's kind of conversations that I have with our brewmaster. So we sit down and we make plans for next year, and I think with the specials we try. We want to experiment a little bit more. So the limoncello Naipa, for example, is a collaboration with the lemon limoncello producer as well.
It is.
And we recently launched a collab brew with Gulpener, which is also Gulpener is one of the
Yes,
leading,
it's a really large one. Is it
nice.
is that the largest craft or independent brewery?
I would say in terms of independent, I think it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So it's something, from my perspective, I come with ideas, let's say, that fit the story, and then the brewer complement by saying, this is possible, this is not possible, and he brings also ideas with kind of beer styles he would like to do. So it's kind of that's how new references are being, how we create them, let's say. But also, to be honest, we're not the kind of brewery that is coming with every month 20 new SKUs, so we want rather to focus on the core assortment, to let that grow, and then maybe 4 seasonal specialties per year. Sometimes a collab brew. So I would say that's the max. Otherwise, it's from operational point of view, it's also not doable.
Much better to have it like that. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's only been here for a couple of hours at the Beer and Whiskey Festival, but how has your beer been?
Yeah, so far so good. It's been quite busy at the booth, and interesting enough, some people recognize the Piranha Tripel because I've seen it at the Systembolaget, and so far, in all honesty, the feedback is quite good, and especially also the limoncello Naipa people find interesting, also the Octopus Blonde. So we look forward to our next steps in the Swedish market. It's been a good journey so far.
I was thinking about your Swedish importer, Amka. They are quite strong in the Belgian beer style segment. How do you how can they balance their how much attention you will get compared to the other ones?
No, I think we're very, very satisfied about Amka. I think it's a very professional company, and they have some good coverage in the market, and I think what is nice that we really have the feeling that we have also focus with them, that their product assortment is not huge as such, that they're representing 50 brands, let's say.
No,
it's just, let's say, less than 10 brands, I think, all together, and so that makes it very, I would say, very focused, and also I think they've really outlined also strategy, how we can grow into the market step by step, and we're in for long term, and so very pleased with the collaboration with Amka. I think it's very good, and also interesting that they are not only active in Sweden, but also in
Norway and Finland,
Scandinavia, but also in some of the Baltics. I think all in all, about 7 or 8 countries. Even now, we are trying to also speak to some of the other countries, and it's easier to work with one company.
Yeah, of course.
And to have a more centralized approach. Then we're trying to expand also to some of the other countries.
So Amka fits your needs quite well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So is there anything else we need to say to the consumers who should try your beers?
Yeah, I mean, either in Sweden
Sweden.
or whenever there's an opportunity for people that they're in the Netherlands or to Rotterdam, I would very much invite them to come to the brewery and see for themselves and have a brewery tour. Happy to host them, and but definitely go to Systembolaget, try the Piranha Tripel, and let us know what you think about it.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I will definitely do it again.
Great. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Alexander.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very much for the chat.
Now we should. I'm really curious about the limoncello IPA.
Yes. Well,
I'm not
maybe-
a super fan of limoncello spritz.
yeah.
But in an IPA, I've never had it, of course. So
I definitely invite you to pass by the booth, and we can have
I definitely will.
another
Definitely.
one over there.
Cheers.
Great. Yeah. Cheers.